Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna tell you about certain products that I've changed my mind about. Now this doesn't happen as often, and I feel like I've been getting a little better and better at it, but it still happens sometimes where you initially don't like a product and then eventually you realize, you know what, I actually do like this, and then that's like still a better scenario. But the worst part is when you initially like something or you think you really like it, but then later on you discover that, you know what, it's actually not as good as I thought it was. And in my videos specifically, I feel very guilty when this happens, because I might have given something like a rave review initially, and then if it doesn't work out as great for me long term, I tend to then want to tell you about it. But then I also feel like, are people going to like dislike me for this? Because initially I gave it a rave review and then they might think, oh, it's sponsored, it's paid, or she tried to mislead us, and then later on she's telling us, you know, it's not a good product anymore. But I still feel like as a moral obligation I should tell you guys. Okay, now this thing is really bothering me. I think it's like some body lotion that got in my wardrobe, but yes, if this is bothering you, it's bothering me as well. But what's bothering me even more is that certain products in this video I might have initially given a great review, but it didn't turn out to be as great. So yes, I'm gonna tell you my thoughts on everything that I've changed my mind about in this video, and we have about 10ish products, so I think that's like a good mix. And I might not have everything to show you physically, so I will insert pictures on both sides of me, and that way you know what I'm talking about. So let's jump right into it. The first thing is something that I spoke about as my favorite for years, and I still think that it could, like, it's a great product, don't get me wrong, this is an amazing product, I would still highly recommend it to you. But I feel like personally I've used it so much that I've kind of gotten bored of it, and I'm speaking about the Plum Hawaiian Rumba shower gel. I feel like there was a point of time where I had used the same shower gel consistently for like maybe 6 to 9 months, and when you, like, at least I am this way, if I overuse one thing, and I feel like I've spoken about this in other videos also, if I overeat something or I overuse something, or I'm so used to like the same thing over and over and over and over again, after like 6 months or something, I will definitely tend to get bored of it, sometimes even 3 months. But in this case I feel like I used the Hawaiian Rumba shower gel and the same scent for a very long time, and because of that now I just don't think it's that special anymore, because it's just ingrained in my head. So for me personally, nowadays what I do is, if I use up one bottle of shower gel, I will switch to another favorite, then another favorite, then I'll come back to the first one, then again the second, again the third, then come back to the first one again. So that way I don't get bored of one specific scent just by being overstimulated by it. So even though this is a great product, but you probably will not see the Hawaiian Rumba shower gel on my channel or in my shower anymore, just because I've not repurchased this in a long time, and I feel like I've kind of gotten bored of it. Moving on, next, something that I did not love initially, but I discovered there's a time and a place and a season and a specific skin type for which this would work really great, and I am speaking about the Dr. Sheths Shea Butter and Amino Acid Multitasking Cream. I wanted to get the name correctly because there are quite a few different moisturizers from Dr. Sheths that I had bought initially. Some I still have, like I have all the oil-free moisturizers even right now as I'm sitting down to film this, because by the time this video goes up, because I'm pre-filming this video, I might have been done with others also. But talking about this product specifically, when I initially reviewed it, I told you that I didn't know whether I should use it in the morning or the evening, because it's too heavy for the daytime but it's too light for the nighttime, and that was probably like in the summertime or the monsoon time. But when I used it in the winters, and I had kind of saved it up thinking that acha, I'll use this in the winters and hopefully it works well for me. So when I did use it in the winters in the morning skincare routine, basically it worked amazing, and I feel like that's what my skin needed in the winters, is a nice slightly thick, richer, heavier moisturizer even in the mornings. So that's how I used up this product, and I thoroughly enjoyed whatever I had left of it when I used it that way. So I don't think it's a bad product, I just think that it is suitable for more drier skin, and it would work really great in the morning time for you. So that's that. Moving to my third product, this is another product which I used to love initially, and then I kind of fell out of love with it, or I kind of ignored certain aspects of it. So I'm speaking about the Conscious Chemist Berry Bright Sunscreen. Now, this is something I mentioned in my favorite sunscreens video as well, and I really love the texture, the consistency, the smell of it even. I love everything, but because it's that purple color sunscreen, I feel like it looks very grey and ashy on me. I don't think I have super warm skin or super cool skin. I think my skin is a little bit more warm, neutralish. I would say it's more on the neutral side, because like I'm wearing gold jewelry, at the same time I'm wearing silver jewelry also, and you can see like both the colors look equally as good on me. So that's why I think I have a more neutral skin, leaning a little bit more warm obviously. But specifically this sunscreen, I feel like because it's got that purple tinge to it, makes me look a little bit grey, and when I put makeup on top of it, it kind of cancels it out. So for that reason I don't it's not like it doesn't work for me at all. It does, but I have to make sure I'm wearing makeup. Otherwise, if I'm not wearing makeup, I will look weird having the sunscreen on my skin. So I feel like most people do have slightly more warm undertones to their skin, and it will also probably make them look a little bit grey. I don't know. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I thought I really love the sunscreen, and I still do love it, but it's just that the tone of it is not my absolute favorite, and it can tend to look weird on me. So I just wanted to let everyone know that, in case you are planning to buy it. Moving on next, something that I initially quite disliked when I first used it, but then grew to I did not hate it as much. I would not say it's a favorite, but I still did not hate it as much as I did initially, and that's the Beauty of Josen cleansing oil. Now I just want to let you know, firstly, I'm not a cleansing oil person, and secondly, this Beauty of Josen cleansing oil kind of had a weird smell to it. It was probably the ginseng in there which was giving it that weird smell, or it was some ingredient which was super duper natural. Of course, there is no artificial fragrance to this product, but initially when I started using it, I did not love it as much. But then once I kept using it, I feel like I kind of got used to it, the smell and also the texture. So even though I would not repurchase this product, or I would not call it a favorite, I still think that the more I used it, the more I got used to it, and I did not dislike it as much. Also, something that was happening with this product was, if it got in my eye, it would sting, and I've realized a lot of products tend to do that because of the cleansing agents in there. It's also happening to me with a lot of face washes, makeup removers, etc. So that's something you can't initially just like blame one product for it. I think across the board a lot of products tend to do that. So it's just something I've gotten used to it. I don't give products a bad review anymore if it causes any sort of burning or irritation or anything. I just try to make sure to not get it in my eye, and that's the best I can do essentially. So yeah, moving on, next we have some more Plum products. Something that I did really love earlier, and I still would say I don't hate it, but I probably would not repurchase it anymore. For myself personally, I think this is something I would buy as gifts for people, because I have personally gotten a lot of compliments on this product, and I also think there are a lot of people in my life who really love this. So I'm speaking about the Vanilla Vibes perfume from Plum. It's something that I repurchased this year, like the past winter basically. I repurchased it for myself and also for my mom. So I used up my bottle completely. I bought the 15 ml. I didn't buy the full size one. I bought the 15 ml, and this one I realized I can only wear it on a very specific like it's got to be a super cold day where I'm literally wearing a sweater and still feeling cold. Those are the days when I can wear Vanilla Vibes. And again, keep in mind, I live in Mumbai, so we don't have a lot of those days. If you live in Delhi, it's going to probably be very different for you. You could probably wear it all winter long, like for 4 months straight. But in Mumbai specifically, we don't get a lot of super cold days where I'm wearing like a full-on sweater and when I do, I think this works really great. It also lasts very long, but it's still like almost too sweet for me. So even though I did use up my bottle, because I just had a 15 ml bottle, but I probably wouldn't repurchase it for myself. That being said, my mom loves it, and also a lot of my friends really love it. So I would probably gift it to them, and they could probably make it work for them. But for myself personally, I wouldn't be repurchasing this one like next winter basically, but I might buy this as gifts. So if you ever see it in a future haul, it's going to probably be for a friend or for my mom, etc. Another coughing fit, you guys, and there have been so many today as I have filmed multiple videos, but we need to keep the show going. So my next product, and this is one that when I initially got, I did not like, but I have kind of gotten used to the scent, and now I actually really love it. And this is quite a popular product from Plum as well, and it's a new launch. It's the Vanilla Caramello Body Lotion. Now I bought it initially because it was getting a lot of great reviews, and I thought, okay, it's the winter time, it's the perfect scent. If I'm going to try this body lotion any time of the year, it's going to be now. So I bought it, but initially I was not very happy with the scent, because it reminded me a lot of Sol de Janeiro's Brazilian crush scent, like the 68, I believe, the Boom Boom Cream scent. Basically, I feel like this kind of smells similar to that. And even though a lot of people love that scent, I actually don't love that scent. So when I first got it, I was not liking it at all. But then again, I feel like once we started getting a little bit cooler weather, I really loved it and enjoyed it so much. And I would rather pick this one and like this specific scent over the Vanilla Vibes. I feel like the Vanilla Vibes is very sugary, sweet, thick, heavy vanilla. Whereas the Vanilla Caramello one, I feel like has more going on, and it just smells so nice and so comforting. So I used up my entire bottle of this body lotion. And if we had more time left in winters, like I'm filming this today on Valentine's Day actually, so we just have 2 more weeks left and then winter is going to be gone. So if I had more time left, I would probably repurchase it this winter itself, but I'll probably repurchase it next winter. And I know this product is doing so well. They have even launched an EDP in the same scent, so I know it's going to be around next year as well, and I can probably buy the body lotion, and I might even try the perfume, you never know. So yes, that is that. Moving on to our 7th product, this is the Foxtale Diva Overnight Glow. Now this is a product that initially I did not really like as much, to be honest, but then for some reason, I don't know what happened, I decided, okay, let me still buy the full size, and I did buy the full size, and I do really like it. It's a very gentle exfoliator, and even though a lot of people call it like a mask, I would use this more like an AHA serum. And I feel like it'll be great for people who have dry skin, or if you have like drier skin in the winters, I feel like you would still love it regardless. For me personally, I feel like I am a more advanced user when it comes to active ingredients and even AHAs. So for me, I don't notice crazy results with my skin, but I feel like for someone who is more like a beginner when it comes to AHAs, and if they have dry skin, there aren't as many AHAs I feel like on the market which are really good, and this one I feel like is a great one. So I would highly recommend this to anyone who has dry skin, who's looking for an AHA in their nighttime skincare routine. I think this is a great product to check out, and you can just use it like an AHA serum. I don't care what the marketing says, I would recommend this to anyone and everyone as an AHA serum if you have dry skin. Moving on next to our 8th product. This is something which I was very excited to buy initially, because it's one of those things which I've heard so many great things about this from my favorite American influencers. It's the e.l.f. Halo Glow Loose Setting Powder. This is supposed to be like a great product, a loose powder which is just going to make your skin look amazing. That's what I heard about this, and when I first tried it out, I did a first impressions video as well. I'm again not sure when that video is going to go up, because that was also very like filmed, like pre-filmed a long time ago. So I don't know when that video is going to go up, I don't remember, in comparison to this one. So it's probably up by the time you're watching this, and in that video I was quite amazed by this product, to be honest. But sorry about that. The more I've used it, the more I've realized this actually has certain shimmery particles in it. So if you have dry skin, or if you want a more like dewy looking loose powder almost, and I don't think that's the right word, but if you want like a glow to your skin, where there's going to be some sort of shimmer and mica in the product, you would actually like this. But if you have more oily skin, this is not going to be for you. And when they said halo glow, it's kind of to be expected, right? But all the people who I saw reviewing this product, I did not see anyone mention the mica or the dewy particles in it. So I feel like I almost got tricked into buying this, and I was not given the entire review initially when I was buying it, and that's why I ended up buying it. But I would personally mention that to everyone who's buying this product, is if you don't want a dewy looking loose powder that's going to make you like literally glowy, dewy, I don't know what other adjective to use for it, but usually people who have oily skin are probably not going to like it. And I also have I would say combination leaning oily skin. At least my face tends to get oilier throughout the day, and definitely with this one I feel like by the end of the day my face looks quite dewy, glowy, oily, not great, greasy potentially. So yeah, not a fan of that at all. Then my ninth product, and this is one that I've had in my collection for a long time, so to be able to give you this review, and I think that okay, first let me tell you what it is and then I can start my monologue. This is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink, and I'm specifically talking about the shade Ruler, because the other shade that I had earlier, which was Amazonian, the nude one, the tip of the applicator basically broke off, and then I could not get into it and use it at all, so I had to throw that one away, or rather call it an empty, and get it out of my collection. The only one that I have left is Ruler, which is the pink one. So this one specifically, I feel like it's a beautiful shade. I loved it, but the formula in general I feel like is not as superior to other liquid lipsticks that are out there in the market today. In 2024 I feel like there are so many formulations which are way better than this one. I feel like even though this is a great formula, it's very long lasting, but my initial cons with it were, it used to give me butthole lips. It's very hard to take off your lips, and I feel like the day you use it, the next day your lip is going to be a little bit more drier. So you definitely have to make sure that you moisturize your lips well, and I am not someone who regularly does that, but I feel like with this lipstick I have to do that. So that is also something to keep in mind. And I feel like just the texture also overall that it has, like it almost feels like paint on your lips, is not something that is super duper flattering, or not just flattering I would say, but it's not something that's super duper comfortable. And there are so many better formulas out there in the market that in 2024 I don't really think this is one that I would recommend or repurchase. I'll use whatever I have left, and then it's going to be out of my collection for good. So that was my second last product. And then my last product is sort of a more newer one. This is from Essence. It's the blush, and it's in the shade Befitting, I think is what the shade of this one is. So when I bought this, I was hoping for it to be like a dupe of the not a dupe essentially, but like a replacement I would say for my favorite Color Bar matte blush, and that was one of my favorite blushes that I've owned for the past couple of years. But unfortunately for some reason Color Bar discontinued it, so it's not available anymore. And I was just, how do I put it, heartbroken. That was like my favorite blush of life. Like if that blush was still available, I think I could just use it for the rest of my life and just keep repurchasing it, and I wouldn't even need to have a blush collection. So I truly loved that blush from the bottom of my heart. So when I discovered I can't repurchase it anymore, and I used mine up completely, I don't have any more left, I kind of started searching for a formula that was similar and also a shade that was similar. So this Essence The Blush, I feel like is sort of a similar shade. It's not the same, it's like 80 to 85% similar, but in terms of the formula and in terms of how it wears, I don't think it's the same. So initially I got very excited when I tried this out, but the more I've been using it and the more I've been using it with different makeup looks, I've realized that while it's quite like how should I say, universal, it works with a lot of different makeup looks, but it's not the same. It's still not the same. There are quite a few differences in terms of how long it wears, how it looks on my face. Like the Calabar one was more seamless, this can be a little bit more patchy, and the technique I'm using to apply the blush also has to be very specific. So even though it's like half the price, very affordable, great product, but it's not as amazing as my Calabar blush. So yes, I'm still on the lookout to find my Calabar blush replacement. And yeah, if you've ever used the Calabar matte blush formulation, it's called the Matte Illusion blush, or rather it was called the Matte Illusion blush. And if you know of alternatives, then make sure to let me know down below. But yes, that is gonna be it for this video. Those are all the products I wanted to speak about, but I'm definitely losing my voice, so I should go now and be done with filming today. But yes, that is gonna be it. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and until next time, bye bye.